Here's a build anyone playing Titan can use to absolutely stomp the Ghosts of the Deep dungeon with. First, use Sunbreaker with Throwing Hammer, Sol Invictus and Roaring Flames for your aspects. And for fragments, go with Ember of Empyrean, Torches, Ashes, and Searing. For exotic armor, you could either choose Synthoceps or Lorelei. Just make sure to have 100 resilience, elemental resistance mods, and a recuperation mod. Every encounter consists of you mainly throwing your hammer to clear adds, but don't solely rely on it. I personally rock the Riptide with autoloading and chill clip, along with an explosive personality Waveframe GL with unrelenting and autoloading for majority of the encounters. The first encounter is pretty simple with an ogre spawning, and depending on which side you get, a set path will spawn. Here's a map of the room. Remember, when doing the first encounter, you'll die if you bank in the wrong podium, and later on you'll need to repeat this mechanic again, so make a habit of looking at the symbol and memorizing it before you finish the ghost. After the first and second encounter are two jumping puzzles with wizards in the most annoying spots, so make sure you have any solar weapon with decent range to take them out while in between encounters. The second encounter is even easier than the first. Just try not to get carried away killing the endlessly spawning adds because it's real easy to get carried away. For boss DPS, make sure to bring Tractor Cannon to debuff the boss and prevent him from using any abilities. As for mechanics, you're just killing 3 knights to spawn an ogre, and after a deep sight node will spawn, revealing 3 symbols on both the left and right walls. Go underwater and activate all 3 symbols. Here's a map of the room layout. Personally, I chose an entrance and stuck with it, shown here in red. Also, you don't have to activate all 3 at once, so if you need to go back and look at the symbols again, you can. Kill all 3 wizards and bank in either the left, middle, or right podium. It doesn't matter, but I would start with the middle, seeing as it's furthest away from the boss. When it's time for DPS, you're able to melt the knight that spawns the rift that allows for DPS. Here I used my super to take his shield out, and pay attention to your restoration and roaring flames buff during DPS. You don't want to run out and accidentally die. Debuff him, hammer away, rinse and repeat until you're on to the final encounter. For the final encounter, I switched to Arbalest so I can take out the boss's shield instantly, and used a linear fusion heavy. Honestly, anyone would work here. This encounter has a lot of moving parts, like 6 to 8 lucent moths spawning every time the mini boss spawns in, to the symbols in the side rooms disappearing as soon as you finish the ghost. Mechanics in this encounter require you to kill a mini boss at 3 locations, one always being at his heart, then line up the symbols to spawn a bigger symbol. And to figure out where you must kill the mini boss, there's a deep side node that spawns in either the middle, left, or right. After spawning all 3 symbols, go in each side room and kill the Lucent Hive. Remember to look at the symbol before finishing the ghost. To deposit, you must activate the deep side just like in the first encounter. On the third deposit, DPS starts. Pull out Arbalest to take her shield out instantly. Doing this will lock the boss in place so she won't teleport. I personally went to Orcs' head for DPS and whittled away at the boss's health. After enough time and phases, the boss will be dead, and you'll have completed Ghosts of the Deep all by yourself, and hopefully flawless too. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Subscribe for more.